welcome. You're joining me on a session on Dimmocks Pit on a quick 24-hour overnighter. And what I've been doing over the past few months, I've been collecting a few images and a few videos of my captures of this little venue. I've had the venue for about, I'd say, around 4 years. It was a neglected lake. A few people have had it before me and had come and gone and done what they've had to do to it, and nothing's really sort of come of it. It used to be owned by London Brick a few years ago, well, a good few years ago, and it was a prolific, great lake full of tench, good carp and the odd cat, as well as residing in this venue with some nice sized pike. So over time I was able to gain a lease on it. I had to cut everything down, all the sides down, and obviously restock some of the fish. It's been, you know, unfortunately a lot of lakes full of silt. It's very weedy, very reedy, but I absolutely love it down here. It's one of them prolific old places with stories of a big old box common that swims through the lake to the big old prolific, big old monster catfish that snaps everybody up and pulls them into the reed bed that no one gets in. Everybody's got a story to tell about this little venue, and also on top of that, everybody's got memories, and that's what's really important, making memories. So in this short video, I'm going to show you some of the captures I've had since I've been working on a lake and fishing the lake as well. It's very hard to work and fish, but I do find time, a little short session fishing and some of the residents I've seen, and hopefully by the end of the video you'll get a bit of an idea of how this lake works. You'll get an idea of some of the stock we've got in here, and obviously some of the captures and how to catch them in this deep, silty, weedy little venue that is Dimmocks Pit. So unfortunately, due to all the hot spells of weather and things that I've not been able to do as much of the videos I wanted to do when I first started this actual little campaign, it's been really hot, low water levels, and, you know, with high temperatures of sort of like 30 odd plus. But I managed to get down last night, treat myself to a 24-hour session, and I managed to pull this beautiful old 16-pound Dimmocks Pit carp. There he is. There he is. Just get him in shot. Almost a linear, almost a leather. Almost got a few scales on his top, on his back. Very, little bit of mouth damage, but overall, I'm very happy with him. Let's get him back and see if we can pinch him up before home time. Unfortunately, it was a quiet night. Nothing really to get overexcited about. The odd sort of ripple in the water, the odd twitch of the rod, the odd little bleep, which could have been a fish, could have been a liner, which could have been another duck coming through the swim. But I was just anticipating that morning bite. And as it got lighter, as the wildlife woke, as the odd red kite made its way through the sky, and the odd duck turned back up, I knew the morning had arrived. And that's the best time on Dimmocks, because when the morning arrived, the carp arrived. Looking to the left of the swim, 2 or 3, 4 carp shoaling up, moving through. It was surely just the timing before they dropped on the bait. Surely my time for a run on the pit was well overdue. It's now 8:35, something like that, and all the anticipation is just been deflated. I'm just a little bit, you know, you start questioning, didn't you? Am I in the right spot? Which I know I'm in the right spot because I rake the lake all the time and I know where they sit, and I get to go out in the boat quite often. Spot's right, bait's right. Yeah, they take that bait all the time. They get fed it. I've caught loads of fish on that, and people have caught them. Yeah, the right rig. Well, PVA has always been quite good down there, but trolley's quite good. Sometimes with a trolley though, because it is dense weed in places, you get caught up on it, so you're safer with the PVA bag. I don't fish far out. Maybe I should fish further out. I don't know, but it becomes very frustrating. Fingers to the lake though, normally, to be fair, a lot of the fish I do catch is actually before up to sort of 12 o'clock. So when I do my cheeky early morning sessions, I can get down here for about 6 o'clock, and the bite time normally happens about 9. So I've still got half hour to the official bite time kicks in. So I just don't want to be one of them sort of, firstly, A, my hair's a mess, and secondly, I just don't want to be one of them, the pressure's on, right, I'm going to come down, I'm going to do 24, a night session, got down at 7 o'clock yesterday, 6, 7, I'm going to stay here till sort of like 6, 7, 11 o'clock next day. I'm going to talk about the lake, catch some fish, splice together a nice video of all the captures I've had. It's been a really, really nice little video about Dimmocks, for the first video about Dimmocks. At the moment, only thing that's happening is that duck. I swear this duck's doing it. Literally, it was there a second ago. It's been all morning. I woke up, I was on one point, and it was just literally sitting down there. So yeah, other than that, we've got a duck. I've seen all the carp have been on top, cruising around a little bit early hours this morning, but now they disappeared. I've seen a few fizzing patches, but the thing with the lake is because it's quite intimate, you stomping around it, it's not going to do no good. So I'm just going to sit, hold my guns. I've had a little walk down one side of the lake to have a little look. Not much there, so I think I'll stick to my guns. I'll sit in these 2 spots, hold my hands together, and with a little bit of luck, we will. I'll get one just for camera, because you know what, I just don't. This is well overdue, this video. So I don't get to come fishing much. So I've put a lot of time and effort into this mini 24-hour session or whatever it is. So I just need to catch this fish, one fish, and it brings the video together. I don't want to be another one of them videos where it goes, I went down 24 hours, I'll have a cup of tea and see what happens. And then later on you get, it's been 24 hours, I had no bites, I'll give it another 24 hours. 24 hours comes again, well, I blanked this session, see you next week. I don't want one of them. I want to be able to end it on the fish. It will happen. Stay positive, 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 positive. Oh, no luck really. Been a bit of fizzing here and there, cut the fish, moved around. It's about 9 o'clock, 9, 10, 11, 12, 3 hours, and I've got to pack up. I've got to be away by 12. Got to go collect some, pick up some beds or bed frames or something. Feeling a bit deflated. Because I know they're in here, I keep seeing them. I keep getting a bit of fizz, but just not committing to the bottom. It's not committing to this today. Normally they're bang on it. But today, I just don't seem to be too interested. Still, a few hours yet, can still pull out the bag. Keep optimistic, that's what I say. Keep optimistic. We're in. Last moment of the day. Not expected him. Yeah, patience. I'm panicking now because I've got literally an hour. It's home time, so this is last chance saloon. So put this down. Hopefully. Well, how's your luck, eh? Whew. Screamed off. I was trying to sort the phone out because obviously coming to the end of the session, the battery was a bit dying. I was texting the wife to say obviously I'm wrapping up soon. So not the batteries and things, start to gently pack away. So I've got literally a couple of hours left. And I was relieved to have this scream off. It's not a beast, but it proves this has gotten a pappy nut, and it's proved that the method actually works. Got a bit of damage on him. It's an bit of an old fish. A little bit of lip damage. Big old fin on him. Bit of a torpedo, I'd say. So spin him round. There we go. In his sling. Make sure it's all comfortable. Here we have. Not the biggest. Not the biggest carp by any means. Proves it works. Happy days. I'm chuffed. Let's see if I can steal one more. If I don't, the job was done. But like I say, not a beast. Nice sort of cricket bat. Quite dark. Let's just put his fin back round. Hold him a little bit better. Let's get him back in. Very safe. Brilliant. There we are, that's the end of my session. It's a short session, it always is for me. I very rarely get to do a full 24 hours or full 48 hours. My fishing's a lot, drop down in the evening for sort of 3 hours or early morning. You know, on the other occasion I'll come down at sort of to a venue at 3-4 o'clock in the evening, but I'll be gone by sort of like 3 o'clock the next day. So, you know, I never really do massive sessions. A lot of my fishing's quite simple and straightforward. So it's not a prolific session. Oh, I know, cut more carp would have been nice, something a bit bigger would have been nice. But at the end of the day, I'm happy that I call that a fish. You know, it's saved a blank. It may not be the biggest fish I've ever seen. It may not be the prettiest fish I've ever seen, but it's a fish and it's obviously for blanking. It's a shame it's not one of the big ghosties or anything like that are in there, or some of the jet black commons, or some of the scaly mirrors we've got, or even one of the old catfish, because on the shrimp and pepper, you can catch the catfish from them. So hopefully it gives you an introduction about the lake itself. Hopefully my video gives you an idea of how to fish it or how I fish it, and it will see you through if you decide to come down the venue. At the end of this, unless I'm literally got 3 rods out, I've packed all my cradle, that's ready to rock and roll, all my bags now packed up, my bivvies away. Literally got about 20 minutes and I'm off. I've still got the rods out because you never know, because I was literally packing all my stuff away. You do slowly breaking down. I was texting the other half, and then that obviously shot off. It's a shame I didn't get it on. I was absolutely gutted because I've been filming the rods all the way through the session, and it's just 2 seconds you don't have your camera on, that's when it burns off. And obviously the filming, it was a bit of a nightmare because obviously I'm trying to film and do this because I'm not got it all set up on my tripod. But nevertheless, it's result. It's nice to catch a fish. At the end of this, I don't know if I've said, what I'll do is I'll do a little montage of all the fish that have come out of my lake, well, that I've caught to date within reason. Not all of them, but a good sort of idea. We've got like a 27-pound common that's in here. We've got the big ghostie, one of the ghosties that are in there. It's some nice sort of dark fish, and obviously the big catfish as well. So it will give you an insight of what the lake's like. Anyway guys, that's me done. That's how I tackle Dimmocks Pit. I'm going to do a load more videos on the lake itself. I'm still getting a bit of fizzing on a spot, so I'm so reluctant to pull the rod in at this moment. So if it goes, there'll be a little bit at the end of this. And if it can happen in 20 minutes, I'm not expecting that one to go. So yeah, awesome. Anyway guys, as always, encourage, educate, inspire. And I hope I've done that. You might want to try one we do. Anyway guys, stay safe, God bless, and all the best. Right? Oh. Look who's graced down there. My first.